Hi everyone. Today is journal entry number 4 for MN668. Today I'm going to discuss a patient. She was a 25-year-old female that came in. She has a history of anxiety, particularly social anxiety, and she was having a lot of difficulty just with being in public, especially with being like during daily work activities. And then also if she, just doing her daily routines, such as like going to the grocery store, going to, simple things like the doctor's office, things like that, where she would be, or she would have issues of sweating, feeling like not necessarily having a panic attack, but kind of, having a lot of heavy breathing, sweating, blushing. At some times, she would even have some type of nausea. It was really, in my opinion, I feel like it was very sad just to see her going through that at such a young age. And but she was aware of her triggers. She did talk about having some post-traumatic stress disorder. She did have a couple of incidents when she was in college and undergrad that left her feeling very anxious when she would be out in public. So she did talk about an assault, not a sexual assault, but just someone that, she didn't know that well, but they tried to assault her. Luckily, she was able to get away. But after that, she's, been very nervous just about being in public and very nervous about her surroundings. So, but she did say that, there are things that she does enjoy, like going to the park, but she'll try to go when there maybe not large crowds, but there are, a few people out, but not to the point where she's the only person. She did talk about, being okay with going to like her family's houses or close friends' houses, and she did enjoy like small intimate settings. So I thought that was good that, she's making progress and not just becoming, confined to her home, because that's never a good thing at all. It is good to try to get out and try to make sure that you're getting some type of social interaction. It might not be a lot, but some is better than none. But it really was eye-opening because this can happen to anyone at any age. And, a lot of times we make fun of it and we think that it's a funny situation, but it's not. And it's nothing to take lightly. Everyone has situations or issues that may arise that trigger them, and we don't necessarily understand why. But it is always good to take into account that, everyone has a story, they have a background, and we need to be mindful of that. And also understanding that, they are human and they're going to, everyone has things that we might not necessarily know how to cope with well. But I do think it is commendable that she's taking the steps to ensure that she is getting those coping mechanisms so that she can move forward and do things in a better way that's healthier for her and for a better lifestyle. All right, I hope you enjoyed my post.